If you keep catching yourself feeling small the moment you walk into a room, measuring your insides against everyone else's polished outsides and always coming up short, I want you to know this: you're not insecure. You're uncalibrated. The instrument inside you that's supposed to tell you your worth has been weighing you against the wrong thing, on a scale that was never set to true. Here's what I mean by that. Insecurity sounds like a flaw in you. Like there's a crack in your foundation, a weakness baked into your character. But most of what we call insecurity isn't a flaw at all. It's a measurement error. You're not broken. You're just reading off a scale that someone else calibrated against numbers that were never yours to hit. Think about a kitchen scale that's been knocked off 0. Put nothing on it and it reads minus 200 grams. Now place something on it. Something real, something with actual weight, and the scale still tells you it's lighter than it is. The object didn't change. The reading is just wrong because the baseline was wrong. And if you trusted that scale, you'd swear everything you owned was worth less than it was. That's the thing about a miscalibrated instrument. It doesn't lie loudly. It lies quietly, consistently, in a way that feels exactly like truth. You don't experience a bad scale as a malfunction. You experience it as a fact about the world. And that's precisely how insecurity works inside you. It doesn't feel like an error. It feels like the plain, obvious truth about who you are. Let me tell you about someone. I'll call her Dana. Dana was, by any outside measure, doing well. Good work, people who loved her, a life she'd built with her own hands. And yet she walked through it all feeling perpetually behind, perpetually not enough. Every comparison left her smaller. She was certain, deep down, that she was simply an insecure person. That it was her nature. But when Dana actually looked at where the feeling came from, she found something specific. As a child, she'd been measured against a sibling who was effortlessly, loudly impressive, and she'd been told, in 100 small ways, that the gap was her failing. Her scale got knocked off 0 early, so for 30 years, every reading came back low. Not because she was low, because the baseline was set in a childhood that had nothing to do with the woman she'd become. There's real psychology under this, and it comes from a researcher named Leon Festinger. In the 1950s, he described what he called social comparison theory, the idea that human beings have a deep, built-in drive to evaluate themselves, and when there's no objective measuring stick, they reach for other people instead. We compare. It's not a weakness, it's wiring. The problem isn't that you compare, the problem is who you compare to, and what you can actually see of them. And here's the trap inside that wiring. You compare your full inner experience, every doubt, every fear, every unfinished thing, against other people's outer surface, the only part of them you can see. You're matching your raw, unedited interior against their final, public exterior. It's not even a fair comparison. It's a scale that weighs your whole self against someone else's highlight, and then calls the difference your inadequacy. So, if you've spent years believing you're just an insecure person, here are 3 things I'd ask you to hold on to. First, the feeling is real, but the reading is not. I'm not telling you the smallness you feel is imaginary. It's vivid, it's heavy, it's real, as a stone in your chest. What I'm telling you is that the conclusion it points to is false. You can fully feel the weight of a bad reading and still know the scale is wrong. The feeling is data about your calibration, not data about your worth. Second, find out who set your 0. Somewhere, sometime, your instrument got knocked off true. A parent, a sibling, a culture, a single cruel season that taught you the baseline. Insecurity is almost always inherited, not innate. When you can name who calibrated you, you stop treating the reading as a fact about yourself and start treating it as a fingerprint left by someone else. Third, recalibrate against your own 0. The only honest measurement is the one that compares you to who you were, not to who someone else appears to be. Are you kinder than you were? Braver? More yourself? That's the scale set to true. Reset the instrument to your own life, and watch how much of what you called insecurity was just a borrowed number all along. So the next time you walk into a room and feel yourself shrink, I want you to pause before you believe it. That smallness isn't a verdict on your worth. It's a reading from an instrument that was knocked off 0 a long time ago, faithfully reporting a wrongness that was never yours. Eleanor Roosevelt once said that no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. She understood that the reading happens inside you, that the scale only weighs you down if you keep trusting its broken 0. The moment you withdraw your consent from a baseline someone else set, the whole measurement loses its grip. You were never insecure. You were just measuring a real, weighty life on a scale that someone else set wrong. So stop trusting the broken reading and go set the instrument back to your own true zero, where the weight you've been carrying finally reads for what it actually is.